Recently, I decided to ask my husband this question. I don't know, it just popped into my head, and I thought it would be super useful for wives. I asked him, what two things do you think most husbands wish their wives understood about men? And here's what he said. Number one, he needs to be valued by you. He needs to be valued by you. He needs to hear you say things like, thank you for taking such good care of us. Thank you for working so hard for our family. Thank you for playing with the kids when you came home from work and when I know you were tired. He needs to feel valued by you. And then secondly, he needs you to appreciate his efforts to slowly grow in character and in his spiritual walk, and for you to be patient as he grows, because it is a process. In other words, he wants you to notice and appreciate his small, maybe baby steps forward in his spiritual walk, in developing character. And again, to be patient, because as my husband reminded me, for men, the lust of the flesh, such a common battle for men, a common struggle, and just all the things that the world places on men about, it's all about money, and it's just a battle for men to get their heads correct and their hearts correct, that it's not about money and it's not about lust and sex, and it's about seeking God first. And then it's a battle to slowly kind of disentangle himself from the way the world tells a man to think and to seek God. And so he appreciates when you notice any efforts in the right direction and when you're patient with him. And you know what? I got to thinking as my husband revealed to me these two things that men need, that wives will automatically start meeting these needs as we press into seeking what God tells us to do in the love chapter, 1 Corinthians 13. Let me just read you a couple of verses to refresh your memory and mine. It says in 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through 7, love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Maybe we can press into following those instructions and bless our husbands in the process.